A special audit by the Office of the Auditor General has exposed wide-range governance, financial and operational weaknesses in the country's e-citizen digital payment platform, raising serious concerns over accountability, data security and the management of billions of shillings in public funds. With the alarms over the years falling on deaf ears, the auditors warned that these vulnerabilities, coupled with system inefficiencies and past instances of downtime, could significantly undermine revenue collection and overall service delivery. NTV's Victor Ngaruya has the details.
Appearing before the Public Accounts Committee, National Treasury Principal Secretary Chris Kipto, his counterpart from Immigration and Citizen Services Belio Kipsang, and John Tanui from ICT were put to task over the gaps identified in the e-citizen platform. The Auditor General's report laid bare weaknesses that have not been fully addressed by the respective ministries, putting at risk a system that sits at the core of the government revenue collection. According to the Office of the Auditor General, key concerns include the failure to establish a comprehensive legal framework to guide the platform's operations, lack of a clear governance structure, absence of standard operating procedures, and failure to put in place service-level agreements with financial institutions involved in revenue collection. The audit raises critical questions on ownership and control of the platform, although the system was handed over to the government in 2017. The Auditor General also flagged weaknesses in the system control, warning that gaps in the infrastructure could compromise the inefficiency and effectiveness of revenue collection and disrupt service delivery, as witnessed in previous instances of platform downtime.
Review of systems put in place to ensure e-citizen platform does not compromise the efficiency and effectiveness of revenue collection established that there were general and platform-specific weaknesses that, if not dissolved, would impact on service delivery as evidenced by past instances of e-citizen platform downtime.
At the center of the audit are billions of shillings in question, including the 7.05 billion shillings held in collection and settlement accounts without proper frameworks, and the 2.5 billion shillings receipts that could not be linked to any invoices within the system. The audit also uncovered irregular transfers from the e-citizen pay bill 22222, where on January 25th, 2024, 4 transactions amounting to over 127 million were made to private entities instead of the designated settlement account, without supporting documentation. The lawmakers also raised concerns over the involvement of private firms in the platform, questioning the relationship between Webmasters Kenya, e-Citizen Services Limited, Olive Tree Media and PesaFlow. Members of Parliament also pressured the Treasury on regulatory compliance, including whether payment service providers had valid licenses over the years.
From 2023, there is a PSP license, so we can check for we can go back and check whether there was one and submit to you.
We have so many questions, which if we ask the PSS, they'll not be able to answer. They can only be answered by those entities.
Okay.
So it's important that you make that ruling.
Okay.
The audit further highlights operational inefficiencies, including delays of up to 8 days in remitting funds to government entities due to manual processes, inconsistencies in reporting, and weak system controls affecting data integrity.
The office.
Victor Ngaruya, NTV.